This is a modification or a repurposing of a guitar amplifier speaker that was blown. This is a big, huge speaker that came out of a Peavey 212 amp Scorpion speaker, and the magnet on it is what we're going to be using here. It is probably 4+ inches across, and it weighs a lot. But when I take things apart and I'm working on stuff that's got metal pieces that are small or fasteners, I like to keep them all together. So when I'm unscrewing things, I just put the screws on this, and this board is sort of a base, and it just keeps things from being on the ground. If you take things apart and you keep the fasteners on a magnet, this may be helpful to you, depending on whether or not you can get a speaker like this. It's got a hole in the middle, and it was a vented speaker, so there was a hole in the middle of the magnet that accommodated this handle. This is just a piece of plastic. There's a plastic handle, and I think it was for some kind of a scraper or something, and the end of it broke off. I just kept the handle solid plastic all the way through, and then I took a drill bit, and so I had one about this diameter, and I drilled about this far down into the wood, and people call it a spade bit, that kind of thing, and then the tip came out, and it's covered now, but there's a screw with a washer going into that. This is obviously very centered, and then I just ran a screw here and just covered this screw with some tape, so that if I were to set this on a surface that could be scratched, that I wouldn't scratch it. And you can see that it's also got an angle on the wood, so when I'm sitting it up against a wall, it's going to tend to lean back like this a little bit, not going to tend to lean forward. It's so front heavy. I also have a hole in the top here for hanging it on a wall. There's a hole in the handle if I ever needed to hang it for something. It just keeps all the fasteners and parts all together. Obviously they would have to be, steel or iron or something, like most fasteners are, washers and little parts that are easily magnetized. And so yeah, it just kind of keeps everything together. It's a cool little thing. It's easy to carry with this handle and stuff, so if I'm doing stuff under a vehicle, like brakes, or it'll hold log nuts, that kind of stuff. Just keeps everything together. And this is a very, very powerful magnet from that speaker, so it doesn't let things go very easily, and it keeps everything together and off the ground.